Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about John Keats's poem, Ode to Autumn. This poem is one of Keats's most famous works, and it's a beautiful and evocative description of the autumn season. Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. This line introduces the season of autumn, which is characterized by mists and the ripening of fruits. The word mellow suggests that the fruits are ripe and juicy, while the word fruitfulness suggests that there is an abundance of fruit. Close bosom friend of the maturing sun. This line personifies autumn as a close friend of the sun. The word bosom friend suggests that they are very close and have a deep connection. Conspiring with him how to load and bless, with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run. This line suggests that autumn and the sun are working together to ripen the fruits on the vines. The word conspiring suggests that they are working in secret, while the word bless suggests that they are doing this for a good purpose. The word thatch eaves refers to the eaves of thatched roofs, which are often covered in vines. To bend with apples the mossed cottage trees. This line suggests that the apples on the trees are so heavy that they are bending the branches down. The word mossed suggests that the trees are old and have moss growing on them. And fill all fruit with ripeness to the core. This line suggests that all of the fruits are ripe and juicy inside. The word core refers to the center of the fruit. To swell the gourd and plump the hazel shells with a sweet kernel. This line suggests that the gourds and hazelnuts are becoming plump and full of a sweet kernel. The word swell suggests that they are getting bigger, while the word plump suggests that they are becoming full and round. To set budding more, and still more, later flowers for the bees. This line suggests that autumn is also a time for new growth, as it is setting budding more flowers for the bees. The word still suggests that there is an abundance of flowers, while the word later suggests that they are coming later in the season than usual. Until they think warm days will never cease, for summer has o'er-brimmed their clammy cells. This line suggests that the bees are so busy gathering nectar from the flowers that they think that the warm days will never end. The word clammy suggests that the cells of the flowers are full of nectar. Who hath not seen thee oft amid thy store? This line begins with a rhetorical question, asking who has not seen autumn in her abundance. The word store refers to the harvest, and the phrase amid thy store suggests that autumn is surrounded by the fruits and nuts of the season. Sometimes whoever seeks abroad may find. The speaker then imagines someone going out into the countryside and finding autumn in one of her many guises. Thee sitting careless on a granary floor, the speaker imagines autumn sitting on the floor of a granary. A granary is a building where grain is stored, and the word careless suggests that autumn is relaxed and untroubled. Thy hair soft lifted by the winnowing wind. The speaker imagines autumn's hair being lifted by the wind. The word winnowing refers to the process of separating grain from its chaff, and the wind would be blowing through the granary as the grain was being winnowed. Or on a half-reared furrow sound asleep, the speaker then imagines autumn asleep in a half-reaped furrow. A furrow is a long, narrow trench in the ground that has been made by a plow, and the word half-reared suggests that the harvest is not yet complete. Drowsed with the fume of poppies, while thy hook. The speaker imagines autumn being drowsy from the fumes of poppies. Poppies are flowers that produce a narcotic substance, and the word drowsed suggests that autumn is in a state of deep sleep. Spares the next swath and all its twined flowers. The speaker imagines autumn's hook sparing the next swath of grain. A swath is a layer of grain that has been cut by a scythe, and the word spares suggests that autumn is not interested in harvesting the grain. And sometimes like a gleaner thou dost keep. The speaker then imagines autumn as a gleaner. A gleaner is a person who gathers up the leftover grain after the harvest, and the word keep suggests that autumn is careful not to waste anything. Steady thy laden head across a brook. The speaker imagines autumn carrying a basket of grain across a brook. The word laden suggests that the basket is heavy, and the word steady suggests that autumn is careful not to spill the grain. Or by a cider press, with patient look, the speaker then imagines autumn standing by a cider press. A cider press is a machine that is used to extract juice from apples, and the word patient suggests that autumn is waiting patiently for the juice to be extracted. Thou watchest the last oozings hours by hours. The speaker imagines autumn watching the last drops of juice oozing out of the apples. The word oozings suggests that the juice is slowly coming out, and the phrase hours by hours suggests that autumn is watching for a long time. Where are the songs of spring? A. Where are they? The speaker begins the stanza by asking a rhetorical question about the songs of spring. The word A is an exclamation of sadness or regret. The speaker is lamenting the absence of the sweet songs of spring, which are associated with new life and growth. Think not of them, thou hast thy music too. The speaker then consoles autumn, telling it not to think about the songs of spring because it has its own music. The word thou is used to address autumn as if it were a person. The speaker is suggesting that autumn has its own unique beauty and sounds, which should be appreciated on their own terms. While barred clouds bloom the soft dying day. The speaker describes the scene as the day is dying. The clouds are described as barred, which means that they are striped or patterned. The word bloom is used to suggest that the clouds are beautiful and colorful. The phrase soft dying day suggests that the day is fading away in a gentle and peaceful way. And touch the stubble plains with rosy hue. The speaker describes how the clouds are touching the stubble plains, which are fields that have been harvested. The word touch suggests that the clouds are gently caressing the plains. The phrase rosy hue suggests that the clouds are giving the plains a rosy or pink color. Then in a wailful choir the small gnats mourn. The speaker then describes the sound of the small gnats. The word wailful means sad or mournful. The phrase choir suggests that the gnats are singing together. The word mourn suggests that the gnats are singing about the death of summer. Among the river sallows, borne aloft. The speaker describes how the gnats are singing among the river sallows. Sallows are willow trees that grow near rivers. The word borne aloft suggests that the gnats are being carried up into the air by the wind, or sinking as the light wind lives or dies. The speaker describes how the gnats are either rising or falling depending on the strength of the wind. The word sinking suggests that the gnats are dying as the day dies. And full-grown lambs loud bleat from hilly bourne. The speaker describes the sound of the full-grown lambs. The word bleat means to cry or bar. The phrase hilly bourne suggests that the lambs are bleating from a hilltop. Hedge crickets sing, and now with treble soft. The speaker describes the sound of the hedge crickets. Hedge crickets are small insects that make a chirping sound. The word treble means high-pitched. The phrase soft suggests that the sound of the hedge crickets is gentle and soothing. The redbreast whistles from a garden croft. The speaker describes the sound of the redbreast. The redbreast is a small bird that is known for its sweet song. The word whistles suggests that the redbreast is making a clear and melodious sound. The phrase garden croft suggests that the redbreast is singing from a small garden. And gathering swallows twitter in the skies. The speaker describes the sound of the gathering swallows. Swallows are small birds that migrate south for the winter. The word twitter means to make a high-pitched chirping sound. The phrase in the skies suggests that the swallows are flying high in the sky.